Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Rec Collect. Today, we're going to August 12th, 1998.
Red Collect.
What Mariah Carey song was number one?
Actually, none. Though Mariah Carey does appear
Appear.
later in the list.
She's number 2.
No, not in the top 10. But what I will let you know is 8 out of 10 artists featured in the top 10 for this day are women. And that's what?
Ooh.
Gay rights.
Mm.
We love to see it. The world. Bill Clinton is currently president of the United States.
Is it
and
his second term? Or he's about to approach his second term?
I don't know.
What month are we in?
August? I think
Maybe-
this was... It
they're
had to
gonna-
have been.
They're going to vote.
Either way, he president.
Okay.
And the movie Saving Private Ryan is at the top of the box office. In the United Kingdom, Tony Blair is the current prime minister. Speaking of, just a few days prior to the state, Bill Clinton admitted that he had a physical relationship with Monica Lewinsky. Justice for Monica. Could you imagine that being a big deal now? Because we had a literal president who was a monster. Kind of puts the whole thing regarding Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton into a different light. Who cares? So,
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, who cares?
grab him by the pussy.
You know, that was okay. But this, at the time? You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
So,
Now I'm going to have to, like, do this.
okay, a musical subgenre called nu metal is beginning to take off, aided by the success of bands such as Korn. People are watching popular TV shows such as Party of Five, ER, Third Rock from the Sun, and Ally McBeal. Meanwhile, gamers are playing titles such as GoldenEye 007,
Wow.
Tenchu Stealth Assassins, 1080 Snowboarding, and World Cup 98.
I played GoldenEye.
I think everybody's played GoldenEye.
Rachel across the street had it, and I was so bad at it. And shooter is just, that is.
Kids and teenagers are watching TV shows such as Beverly Hills 90210, Pinky in the Brain, USA High,
in the brain.
and Bear in the Big Blue House.
That was 98.
Yes, honey. Popular toys include the likes of Polly Pocket, PlayStation 1, the Pokemon trading card game, and Spice Girls dolls.
Wow, it's like life has come full circle for you.
It really has.
Specifically you.
Truly. Next month, Google is founded. If you can believe.
Should have bought stocks.
I also did check, and there is no notable Tom Cruise news. This was a slow year for him.
He's not known to be the crazy person yet.
No, he only had one movie come out, and I don't even remember what it was.
Top
so.
Gun? No. Oh,
no,
that year,
no,
that
98.
Year. I thought you meant like at all. I was
Oh,
like, he's
no,
only
no,
had
no,
one
no,
movie
no,
by
no.
98.
No, he's had several movies. I just mean for 98. I personally was 10. We just moved. I was just turning 10. We just moved into the house that I lived with, and that was like very close to Josie's. It was the first time I had a yard, which was very exciting.
What privilege?
I had my own room.
That's true privilege.
That is true privilege. It was so small, but it was mine, and I was like,
You can't tell me shit.
no one could tell me nothing.
Looking at that Britney Spears poster.
At this time, all I cared about were Beanie Babies. Strictly.
Oh.
Strictly.
I'm surprised that
Truly.
like never came around again. Like Pokemon cards are right now.
I know. It's such a shame. Anyway, what about you?
You said August.
Mm-hmm.
I was 7 going on 8. Summertime. I lived in the same house most of my life. So like I was still there, so I didn't move. What grade are you in? What grade were you going
I was
into?
going into 5th.
Okay, so I'd been going into 3rd grade. I feel like I liked 3rd
What a
grade
baby.
in general. I'm pretty sure like Harry Potter was a thing we read in school that year as a class. Like we did it all. You know, not to like popcorn, but someone read it to us.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in third grade is when they started letting us like try to touch the computers. So probably was
Oh, I was like using computers
I
at this point.
loved those like typing games on the
Same.
computer. I love them so much. Also, young people can't type. And they can't do cursive. They don't know it. And that's fine. I don't think cursive is something that we need as a society. Like, I don't think that's necessary.
No, I would say it's not necessary.
However, the Gen Zs do this. They never learned all of this. Isn't
That's
that interesting?
Fascinating.
And I only know this because there are people younger than me that I work with. I'm no longer the youngest person in the workforce, and that's like really scary.
I hate that.
It's
I
so
hated
weird.
when that shift happened. It was
happened.
very upsetting.
It was when I realized everyone was in their 20s but me recently in my team, and I was like, oh, okay. But
Welcome to my reality.
the one kid, he's like 22. It'll be like 4 words, and it'll take him like 5 minutes to type a 4-word sentence. I'm like, what is?
I'm very grateful that I was forced to learn how to type.
Me too.
'Cause
It really
I'm
helps
very
with
fast.
these podcasts. That we do.
Truly. I am very quick with it, and I also can text very quickly. Grateful for both things, honestly.
Same.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I had jean shorts. First of all, I was a jean shorts bitch. I loved jean shorts when I was a kid. And a pair that I had at this time that I can distinctly remember, I think I was wearing them when I met Samantha,
Mm-hmm.
because when I moved to the house on Winterburn Street, she lived across the street. That's like how I met her. And I'm pretty sure the day I met her, I had these shorts on. They were like dark blue and had cherries embroidered in the one corner. And then there was like a magenta, like piping almost like on the outer seams. I felt like
You were
the
opulent.
cutest cutie in these jean shorts. And I had like a matching shirt that was the same color as the cherries, but it was like magenta. It wasn't red, but it was like
Okay.
magenta, like pink red, like almost. So I was very, of course, my future being what it was. How could I have known? So, real quick story. Sam and I became friends because her mom, who was a firefighter, because I lived across the street from the fire station, famously. So, Sam's mom saw us moving in and literally sent Sam over to me and was like, go say hi. That girl's your age. Go make a friend. So we literally became friends because Sam's mom was like, go over there. And then what we got to do, like our first hangout sesh, was we got to go sit in the fire truck.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like fucking dope.
Now I'm like, who are my neighbors? I always talk about Rachel and Bethany, but I hung out with them the most. Tommy Wozni lived up the street, so I feel like maybe we're hanging out with him, but his dad was very strict. So like, he was not one that was often hanging out with me and Matt, who I assume I was hanging out with at this point as well.
I believe that. Me and Sam used to yell out our windows to each other because they were like, we were both on the top floor.
Yeah. Me and Bethany had walkie-talkies where we would like signal that we needed to turn them on.
See, we just had AIM. Literally.
In 1998?
Like not long after this. Yeah.
Oh, I did not have the internet
We
until,
were
like,
on it.
2004.
I was very blessed to have internet quickly. Not that I knew what to do with it, but I technically had it.
I was just telling my friend Ben this. I now do all of the things that I was told not to do on the internet
Mm-hmm.
growing up. Less giving out my, like, I don't give out my social. Do you know what I
No.
mean? Like, that's like the one thing that I don't do, but like,
Everything else, sure.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh yeah. Sorry, Judy.
honey. This is my reality. Okay.
Meeting strangers on the internet, that's how Tiffany and I are friends. So like, just think about it.
Truly. Truly. Period.
I'm so nervous for this to
Oh,
go akimbo.
We're
whenever
gonna
you hit
have
play
to
on
just
this.
get through it. We're gonna go to number 10, August 20. Was it 22nd or 12th? I have 12th. No, 22nd. It's August 22nd,
Okay.
which is famously 2 days before my birthday. So it's a pretty good time.
Yeah, according to my calendar, your birthday is in September sometime when your presents arrive. So.
Oh, I love that. That works for me. As long as I'm still a Virgo, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Marina's a Libra. There's no shame in being a Libra.
No, not at all. I just want to be a Virgo. Which is like very classic of a Virgo to say. Also, I'm a cuspy Virgo, which explains a lot.
What is this?
Just give it a second.
It sounds like it's not the song I want to say it is. This is Cruel Summer?
Yeah.
It's not the original, is it?
No.
This is not Bananarama.
No.
Okay. Who is this?
This is Cruel Summer by Ace of Base.
Of course it is.
What did I say? Originally a Bananarama song, this cover was released by Ace of Base for their third studio album titled Cruel Summer in the States. Speaking of, Cruel, cruel summer, leaving me here on my own. It's a cruel, cruel, cruel summer. Now you're gone, you're not the only one. Okay, that does not hit the same. Anyway,
I love the Bananarama
me too.
version of this song. I like came into 80s music within the last couple of years where I like really got into listening to 80s pop specifically. And there's just something very special about 80s pop, personally, I think.
It is very specific.
It is.
Okay. Their third studio album titled Cruel Summer in the States. It was called Flower for the Rest of the World. Cruel Summer was released as the first single from the album and became a top 10 hit, peaking at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and Hot Dance Club Songs charts. This came at the point in Ace of Base's history that they were like starting to wind down. So as far as the United States is concerned, this is their last notable hit.
I will say, I didn't know that much about Ace of Base until Colin from All Right Mary did Nick's podcast and did a Ace of Base episode where he like talked about Ace of Base. I did not there. It's like way more fascinating than I was expecting it to be.
I don't think I've listened to that, but
It's worth a listen because like what I am Marina Stan, Colin Ace of Base fan. Stan.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Who knew? So what would you...
Love Ace of Base, but I'm not gonna bop this. I'm gonna stop it because the original is so good. There was no point in covering it, to be quite honest. If I'm being real,
I would say that this cover was a little bit more flaccid sounding than I recall. So originally,
it doesn't feel cruel.
No, originally I was going to bop it, but hearing it again, I'm gonna stop it. So I definitely know the next song. You may not. But this is canon in my life.
Okay, it's canon in your life.
I wonder if she could tell I'm hard right now. Yeah. Come on. Dance for me, baby. Yeah. Uh-oh, you feel that? All right. Come on.
Have you used this as an honorable mention before?
Maybe. It's possible. I love this song. It's so bad. I mean, it's bad. Lyrically filthy.
Oh, I don't think this is what I was thinking it was.
I can't fight it. You're dancing real close. Or swaying real slow. You're making it hard for me. All the songs that you requested, you dancing like you're naked. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, boo, I like it. No, I can't deny it. But I know you can tell I'm excited. Oh, girl.
Step back, you're dancing kind of close. Feel a little pull coming through on you.
Now,
Girl, I know you felt it. Ooh, you know I can't help it. Okay,
you know what
this is called Too Close by Next.
Next.
This song is about when you're dancing and a dude gets a boner. Essentially, it. Oh, you're dancing real close, swaying real slow. You're making it hard for me. Literally. This is a song that I definitely recall hearing as a child and was like, oh, I like this song. Like, having no idea what's going on.
Mhm.
And then as an adult, it was on a random playlist and it was like a firecracker went off in my head. And I was like, wow, this song. This song. So this was the best-selling single of 1998. Though I feel like I say that again later in this countdown, so we'll see. But allegedly, the best-selling single of 1998, spending a then 38 weeks in the U.S. top 20. And it contains a sample from a song by Curtis Blow called Christmas Rappin'. I don't know how that translates into a song about boners, but here we are. I'm bopping this. This like hits all sorts of feels for me. It is okay if that is not your journey.
I just don't know her, so I'm gonna stop it. Like,
That
I don't,
is
this missed
okay.
me entirely, but also I think we've learned very clearly anytime we do 90s and the R&B comes up, it's like very likely missed me.
Which is okay. Because
Yeah.
now you'll know, and maybe some of this you'll revisit in your life, and maybe you won't, but you have the touch point available to you.
Yeah.
And that's what? Education. We love to see it.
Oh, I hate education.
Oh, I love education.
Stop it.
I've been learning a lot through this podcast. Education can look any way you wish it to.
This podcast?
Yeah, honestly, yes.
Okay.
Number 8.
Okay, I'm ready.
But anyway, you can catch me any day.
I did not know this, but I'm very glad to know it now.
Anyways, to see that I hold this dough. Cats faked it, I made it. I told you so. Mocha latte, kid. Me no play, stress free.
This is called Make It Hot by Nicole, featuring Missy Elliott.
Nicole.
Nicole.
Simply Nicole.
Nicole.
No H, just regular Nicole.
Nicole.
We don't even kiss. Am I his fool? What must I do to keep
Make It Hot is the first single from Nicole's debut album of the same name. The single was released in June.
Got what you want. I got what you need. Ooh, this time I'ma make it hot. Come on. I got what you want. Got what you need. Got what you need, baby.
Okay. I'ma make it hot. The single was written by Missy Elliott, Tim Mosley, Abe Richards, and was produced by Timbaland. The song features Mocha and Missy Elliott and uncredited lead and background vocals from Kelly Nicole Price. After being introduced to Missy Elliott, Nicole Ray was featured on Missy's platinum certified debut album, Super Duper Fly. When
Super duper fly.
when Elliott started her own label, The Gold Mine, the then 17-year-old Nicole was the first artist signed. She impressed Elliott with her singing skills. In 1998, her debut album was released, heavily criticized because Elliott's heavy-handed involvement. She produced, wrote, and performed on much of the album. People were like upset about it. And Make It Hot peaked at number 5. It was certified gold, but I had never heard this.
I had never heard this either. What a garbage reason to criticize.
Well, of course. I mean,
Wow. 2 women working together on an album?
how fucking rude. I know you were not familiar, but from what you heard,
I would bop this. It does scratch like a
it's very
sound.
good.
Yeah.
I really like the chorus too.
Mhm.
I'm like, all right.
There's something about that, like the
Yeah.
syncopation of it.
I got what you want. I got what you need. Okay. Perfect. I also bop it. I have listened to it, having heard it from the top 10.
That's real quick. This is the last episode before our bracket. These are the last songs that are going to qualify for the bracket. There's going to be a survey that goes out. We're going to give you like a week or so to vote. I'm going to put the bracket together. And then Tiffany and I, we're going to do a live show, which we have not announced officially. We're going to do a live show where we are going to be on something. I'm still working on that, the logistics of that, because I would like to invite outsiders in. But of course, if you're a patron, it's going to be free for you. We will figure that out. But I'm very excited to do like a live thing.
I'm very excited.
I am. But I'm excited to do this bracket too. We're doing so many brackets right now.
Yeah. Y'all don't even fucking know. Okay.
Okay.
Number 7.
I love this song. Oh my God.
I love this song too.
Crush. I see it low in me. I guess it doesn't take a scientist to understand what's going on, baby. If you see something in her eyes, then it's not overanalyzed. Don't like too much of it, baby. So let it be what it'll be. Don't make a fuss and go crazy over you and me. Here's what I do, I will lose. Not like we had a day with destiny. It's just a little crush. Not like a thing every time we touch. It's just some little thing. Crush. Not like everything I do depends on you.
This is Crush by Jennifer Page.
It sure is.
Can I anecdote real quick before we
Of course
get
you
into
can.
Okay, so I don't think I still have it, but I had the American Idol game for PlayStation 2.
Iconic.
It was a rhythm game, but it was like so simple, like unbelievably simple. Like Josh would laugh at it. Like everything was
can
on
only
easy
imagine.
mode. However, you got to like, there were like 4 voices you could choose from, and there was like this deep, sultry woman's voice, and I loved to do that. And in one round, you could sing this song, and then the way the singer, whoever like sung for the voice that I always picked, did an amazing riff at the end, and it's like my favorite thing. And so when I sing along, I always sing like that version of the song, but it like doesn't really work in like the real version of
I
the
love it.
Oh, it's
That's
so good.
amazing.
I hope I still have it, or I hope I can find it. I would buy that again on eBay for us to play
I'm sure we can find
Yeah.
it easily.
for like literally 50 cents. No one wants that game but me.
Truly.
Yeah.
But those are the best. Like that is when the internet really comes through and does the
Mhm.
right things for us. So this song, written by Paige's producer, Andy Goldmark, along with writers Mark Mueller, Bernie Cosgrove, and Kevin Clark, was inspired by Paige's personal experiences and observations in her love life. There have been claims that it was written for Joey Fatone of NSYNC, as she was dating him at the time.
Wow, I didn't even know this was a thing that happened.
I know. However, Paige told Disney Chat that they were never in a relationship. The rumor started as they used to run into each other a lot during concerts and TV appearances. One day, Paige was given a Superman ring, and as Fatone collects Superman stuff, he said it was her engagement ring. They knew what they were doing. So, in April 1998, soon after Paige recorded Crush, producer Andy Goldmark played the song at top pop Los Angeles radio station Kiss FM, where it met with hugely positive reaction from programmers and was added to the station's playlist within days. During the first week of May, Kiss FM became the first radio station to begin playing Crush, and it began its meteoric rise up the charts without typical record company promotion or release. Paige said, "We had no pictures, no photography of any kind, hadn't gotten it mastered or mass produced it. Nothing."
So this is like like not a true final cut, or is this
I mean, this is just what it is, essentially.
what?
Edel Records, Page's initial label, made an initial press run of 20,000 copies of Crush, which sold out quickly, and it soon became Kiss FM's most requested song. And then I sort of just did a quick googly goog to see what Miss Jennifer Page has been up to, and
She released something in the last couple of years.
yes.
Yeah.
So since the release of Crush, she has released 4 total studio albums, and the most recent release was in 2017.
I used to read Pop Justice. Have you ever heard of Pop
I've
Justice?
heard of it. I've never.
It's a music blog, and I used to like go there all the time because the guy who runs it is like really into like girl pop. And
Oh, I love
so
that.
Jennifer Page, whenever she was releasing the album, I remember him interviewing her and like talking about it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
There's something very special about the song. It has a lot of spots. I think this is why it was so popular. Like the whisper, like it's just a little crush. Like, and you like keep going back into that. Like it feels very special. But then like the bridge, vanilla sky. Yeah, white picket fences in your eyes. A vision of you.
You and me. It's just the noises in that song though,
Right.
honey.
The auditory joy.
So we're
Of
both
the-
bopping this.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
so excited that you were so excited about that song. I feel like it's a quintessential
90s pop
90s
song,
pop
for
song.
sure. And it was so funny. You will not even believe this. I was texting Jordan, patron Jordan, about this song. And I was like, I want to find a week where it's in the top 10 where I feel satisfied. So you just like scratch that itch for me. Like I don't even need to look for it anymore.
I'm so glad. That makes me so happy. Oh, Kidoki, number 6.
When I first saw you, I saw love.
I forgot that this had a
First time you touched me,
I
spoken
still
word
need a minute.
intra.
and
This
I'll
was
be
not on the
honest,
radio edit. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
You're still the one I love.
Ooh, yeah.
Looks like
We made it. Look how far we come, my baby. We might took the long way. We knew we'd get there someday. They said, I bet they'll never make it. But just look at us holding on. We're still together, still holding strong.
You're still the one.
You're still the one that I love, the one that I belong to.
you're still the one I
This is You're Still the One by Miss Shania Twain.
Complicated public figure Shania Twain. Canadian Shania Twain.
Ah,
You're still the one I kiss.
good night. I literally cannot.
Gave Avril Lavigne her big break.
I have no idea the last time I heard that song, but
Mm.
it was in.
Doesn't she just like floating in the ocean? And
Yeah,
there's a lighthouse.
Pretty
Is that, like-
sure.
is that what the
Pretty
music
sure.
video is?
Co-written and recorded by Shania Twain. It was released as the 3rd single from her 3rd studio album, Come On Over. The song was written by Twain and Robert John Mutt Lang and produced by Lang. It was released in the U.S. on January 27th, 1998. It was Twain's first single to be released to pop radio. You're Still the One peaked at number 2 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 for 9 weeks, becoming Twain's first top 10 hit in the U.S. Although it never topped the chart, the song is recognized as Twain's most successful crossover single and is one of her most successful singles at country radio. You're Still the One was nominated for 4 Grammys in '99, winning 2. It won Best Country Song and Best Female Country Vocal Performance and lost Record of the Year and Song of the Year to fellow Canadian Celine Dion. My Heart Will Go On.
It's hard to beat. My
Hard
Heart
to
Will
beat.
Go On. This was like iconic.
It was.
It-
Shania Twain was like a movement.
I owned a Shania Twain album.
I think Samantha had this one, and we used to
I don't know
listen
that
to
it was
it.
this one. The one I had Whose Bed Have Your Boots Been Under, which I
That's
love.
a fucking bop.
Whose bed have your boots been under? It's just raised. It's little-
Can you tap that so we can keep an eye on it, please? Thank y'all.
This time, let's see. I wonder. This time it feel like thunder, baby.
This bitch can sing.
It's just an interesting tone, timbre.
Yes.
Yeah.
When Twain and Lang had become romantically involved in the mid-1990s, there was criticism of their relationship, claims that the age difference was extreme, and that Twain was solely using him to further her career. In essence, the critics did not expect their relationship to last. Twain disagreed with these criticisms and wanted to address them in public, and this led to her writing You're Still the One. In an interview with Top of the Pops in 1999, she mentioned that she and Lang never intended to write a song about themselves, but that they were simply influenced by the criticism. Later, in her memoir, From This Moment On,
I did not know Shania Twain had a memoir.
she sure did. She described her and Lang writing each separate ideas for the song and collating.
Collaborating, maybe?
I don't know what that word's supposed to be. Bringing them together later. Stated that Lang singing the counterline as backing vocals in the song got her feeling very excited. In this ode to the union between her and Lang, Twain explains how she is glad they did not listen to the critics, as if they had done, look at what they could have been missing. Now, if you don't know, Twain and Lang divorced 12 years later in 2010 after 17 years of marriage due to an affair between her husband and her best friend.
Ooh.
Yes, honey. However, in her biography, Twain has stated that she cherishes the song in souvenir of her mother and of her stepfather, and truly believes that they were meant to be together, and that, in spite of all the trials they had been through, her parents shared a very pure and true love. So she took those lemons and made it lemonade, so the song doesn't
She
make her
said-
bitter.
She said, this song isn't about you anymore. It's about my parents and their
Yeah,
love for
fuck
each other.
you.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. I'm pretty sure she also got sick before they started fucking each other,
Ew.
which is so gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not a good man. Bop.
I will also bop this. I will allow it. I remember my girlfriend at the time introducing me to Shania Twain before Britney Spears, but Shania Twain was definitely part of the rotation.
I love that. As she should have been.
Yeah.
I mean, don't impress
There's-
me much.
I mean, there's something very gay about 90s Shania
Inherently.
Twain. Yeah.
Inherently
Mhm.
quite homosexual. I couldn't agree with you more.
Her Drag Race appearance was very weird, but it happened. We moved past it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think she has aged in a bizarre way. Her as an individual
Yeah.
has seemingly gone through a lot. I mean, her husband cheated on her with her best friend, so
Right.
I'm not
Well,
judging,
yeah.
but
She did take back what she said very quickly, though, which was impressive because a lot of people don't do it. That she was like,
No.
"Oh, ooh, that was not what I meant."
mhm. So there's
There's
something
that,
for that.
yeah.
Okay. Moving on to number 5. I want to see if you know the voice when it really kicks in. Obviously, that's Jermaine Dupri.
You say that obviously, like I should.
Oh, well, I feel like he has a very distinct voice. This is The First Night by Monaca.
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 Monica. The First Night is a song recorded for her second studio album, The Boy Is Mine. It was written by Tamara Savage and Jermaine Dupri.
I will say I'm only in I only know 2 Monica songs. One of them is "The Boy Is Mine."
Oh, really?
The other one is "Angel Is Mine."
Do you know So Gone?
Yeah,
that song slaps. Admittedly, I did not listen to that a whole lot in the 90s because I feel like it wasn't so heavily featured on pop radio, but I definitely had heard it like around,
Mm-hmm.
and I would be vibing. Do you know So Gone? That was like 2005-ish. So gone over you. Really? That's a good one too. And Missy Elliott's on it.
I just don't know it.
That's okay. So, it was written by Tamara Savage and Jermaine Dupri, featuring production and additional vocals from the latter. The song is built around a sample of Diana Ross's 1976 recording Love Hangover.
I do love that song. If there's a cure for this, I don't want it.
You could tell by the...
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever this is supposed to mean.
I knew exactly. I heard it. You were playing an imaginary.
Following the major commercial chart success of the previous single, The Boy Is Mine, a duet with fellow R&B singer Brandy, the first night was released on July 7th as the album's second single by Arista Records. Upon its commercial release, it emerged as one of Monaca's biggest successes in years, topping both the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and the Hot R&B Hip Hop Singles and Tracks charts, becoming her first chart solo topper.
Good for her.
Yes, Monaca is very talented. I bopped this.
I'm gonna soft bop it because I just
That is okay.
I don't know her. I enjoyed what I heard though.
It's definitely worth touching back on.
My only interaction.
Oh.
I charged all of these batteries. Can you believe the audacity?
The homophobia.
I want to fix it, but I also don't want to move.
We don't have to.
Okay, it's just gonna be a little bit dark. Watch the other one go well, and then we're just
then we're just sitting in the fucking dark. So
we'll fix it if the other one goes off.
Whatever. Okay.
It's been a true time today. I just am over it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We're at number 4.
Okay.
All is well. Now, this song, I'm gonna let you know, is iconic. It is canon for me.
Okay.
You may not know it, but there's a chance that you could, and I hope that you do. And if you don't, I think you'll be into it.
That makes me nervous. There's a lot of pressure.
A few questions that I need to know. How you could ever hurt me so. I need to know what I've done wrong and how long it's been going on. Was it that I never paid enough
I do.
attention?
I can hear it, but I don't know it.
Give enough affection. Not only
Is
will
this
your
vitamin
answers
C?
keep
No.
me safe,
No.
but I'll know never to make the same mistake again. You can tell me to my face, or even on the phone. You could write it in a letter. Either way, I have to know. Did I never treat you right? Did I always start the fight? Either way, I'm going out of my mind. All the answers to my questions I have to find.
My head's spinning. Boy, I'm in the daze. I feel isolated. Don't wanna communicate. I'll take a shower. I will scour. I will run. Find peace of mind, the happy mind I once owned. Yeah. Flexing vocabulary runs right through me. The alphabet runs right.
I just remembered my third honorable mention.
Good. I love this song. This is Never Ever by All Saints.
I do remember this song. That opening was a lot.
Oh, it really is.
Because we still haven't hit the chorus. It's like happening now.
The breakdown in that song is so good. It gets like real soulful and quiet again.
Mm-hmm.
I've been searching deep within my soul. This was like one I would literally, and then the other like lead vocalist on the song like comes in hot. There's a little bit that runs through my head. Like it's a whole thing. It's so good. Okay. Anyway, I'm obsessed with this song. Never Ever is a song by English Canadian girl group All Saints, written by All Saints member Shaznay Lewis, along with co-writers Robert Jazare and S. Mather, and was produced by Cameron McVeigh. I like double checked how to say her name, and I still don't know. I don't remember what that was when I heard it then, and I don't know if I'm saying it right now, so sorry. It was released on November 10th in 97 as the second single from their debut album, All Saints. Soon after they signed for their major label deal with London Records, Shaznay discovered that the rest of the group, Melanie Blatt and Canadian sisters Nicole and Natalie Appleton, had presented the label head with a tape of vocal recordings they had made without her. It was their version of Lewis's own song, Never Ever, that made him pay attention to the music. He asked who had written it, so then they were forced to come back and get me. Looking back on it, that was pretty low. I think that's why the whole time I knew that if I didn't write, I'd be out of my ear, Lewis commented. The song had been written after Lewis and sound engineer or producer Cameron McVeigh broke up. Cameron was brought in specifically to help engineer and produce the track after the breakup. Lewis said at the time, "I never believed that so much good could come out of such a bad situation." However, the song's producing and writing caused controversy. Robert Jazare, who wrote the song with everyone else, issued a write against All Saints, and they were granted 40% of the publishing rights to the track. After he was not satisfied, he filed another lawsuit towards the group's record label and their management, which was settled amicably by all parties involved. Never Ever is the second best-selling girl group single of all time in the UK, behind Spice Girls' Wannabe. They were more popular in the UK, obviously, and have been active on and off over the years since 98, with different lineup changes occurring. They released a cover of Message in a Bottle with Sting last year, and they toured with the Backstreet Boys in 2014 for their...
In 2020.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
I know. They toured with the Backstreet Boys in
You know what's
Dublin.
so wild is like this is not the last time we're gonna talk about Sting today. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So this song has a very special place in my heart because Samantha and I loved this song, and we would like take turns singing it. Like, you know what I mean? Like we would like girl group perform it.
Of course.
So when I found this week and decided this was what I was going to do, I sent her the song and I was like, "Do you remember that song?" And I knew she was going to, but like I was unsure when the last time she heard it, and she was so gagged. She was like, "I literally have not thought about this song in so long. I cannot believe you just sent this to me." And I was like, "Bitch, I still know all the motherfucking words." It fills me with such joy. So obviously I pop it.
How about it?
I really appreciate that. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. Moving into number 3.
Mac and cheese.
80, I do believe I failed you.
80, I know I've let you down. Don't you know I've tried so hard to love you in my way? It's easy, let it go.
You don't know this?
I recognize this voice, but I have no idea what.
Okay.
Who's 80?
We don't know. I'm going to talk about that. This is 80 by Sarah McLachlan. So this was also iconic for me as a child because this is like a little moody, melodramatic.
Your sweet spot.
Yes. Her voice is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like very dramatically sing along with this as well. Like I knew what I was talking about.
We are both innocent. Leave me here. We are still innocent.
What did Edie do?
It's easy, we are faltered. Does it matter?
Another heater. This also made a renaissance for me in high school because, like, obviously, why wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Adia is a song by a Canadian singer. Another Canadian.
Wow, it's like they're better at this than us.
Well, Canadian singer Sarah McLachlan that originally appeared on her 97 album Surfacing. It was co-written by McLachlan and her longtime producer Pierre Marchand. McLachlan said about the song, "More than anything, it's about my problems and dealing with feeling responsible for everyone else." The song starts with no musical introduction. The lyrics begin, "ADI, I do believe I failed you. ADI, I know I've let you down." The chorus says that we are born innocent. Believe me, ADI, we are still innocent. At times, the music is simple and soft with little more than a piano accompanying McLachlan. The song does not explain the exact relationship between the singer and Adia, whether they are friends, family, or lovers. We simply don't know. Adia was McLachlan's first top 5 song on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, peaking at number 3. So this was its peak. Though it only remained at the position for 1 week, this week, the song spent 6 consecutive weeks at number 4 and 7 consecutive weeks at number 5, totaling 14 weeks in the top 5. Adia was the 20th most successful song of 98 in the U.S. Okay, so then maybe Next really was. Too Close really
Okay.
was the top selling single of 98. Obviously, I bought this. Obviously. It doesn't have to be your journey.
I don't know that I'm gonna pop.
You could stop it. It's okay.
Sarah McLachlan's a tough one.
It
Because
is.
it is a hit or it is a miss.
A miss.
And there is like no in between with her.
I would agree. This personally, for me, really,
So this must be before Angels then.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, this
'Cause
is
if it's
like
her
early.
yeah.
This is early Sarah McLachlan.
Does she do anything these days?
I don't know. I didn't look. I assume so.
I feel like she's always around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like she has to. Why wouldn't she?
Right.
That's
I mean,
why
she
I
had
that's
that music festival. That was her
the Lilith Fair,
Yeah.
which I reflect on that at times and I'm like, damn. I wish.
You wish to go to the
I
festival.
want to go to Lilith Fair so bad.
Wow.
So bad. Okay.
I think in my head, I think that's the thing I want to do, but I think I
No,
actually
you would
hate
have a terrible time.
it. You're right. Let's
Number
talk about intersectional feminism. I'm like, okay, I gotta go.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you're down. You're down.
I'm
That's all
down.
that matters.
Yeah.
But you don't need to like go to
Yeah.
Lilith Fair. Number 2.
Number 2.
This could have missed you.
Is this a man song?
Yes,
So very likely.
but we have done pretty well so far, all things considered, with the men in this top 10. Anything you want to. Oh, oh.
Oh no. Oh, I don't like this.
We're almost to the chorus. My way. This is called My Way.
No way.
It's by Usher.
Sounds like Usher.
My way. My way. What I say goes. Okay. A single from Usher's
A single. I thought you were
a
like that was
single.
gonna be all you said. I was like, yep.
a single
A single.
from Usher's 97 album of the same name. It features an uncredited rap and background vocal from Jermaine Dupri. Despite moderate airplay, the single sold well and reached number 2 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. Due to the disappointment of the Nice and Slow single in the UK, My Way was not released as a single there. The song
Interesting.
features in the refrain part of the lyrics and the music of the song by Lil Troy, Wanna Be a Baller, from his debut album, Sittin' Fat Down South, published 1 month before Usher's song. He sampled a song that was published 1 month before Usher's. How is that allowed?
That's stupid.
That feels wrong.
Right. Because when you think samples, you're like 20 years ago.
Touch that, please. Thank you. Just like, how is that allowed?
Right.
That feels fucked up. It feels fucking rude. So what do you think?
I'm not gonna listen to that.
That is okay. I'm bopping it. That's like one I would.
Did you stop any of these songs?
I stopped Cruel Summer.
Oh,
It was almost a clean sweep. A queen sweep, if you will.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen for me. Like on my side,
I literally, if Cruel Summer had held up in the way that I thought it did,
Mhm.
I would have bopped that as well, and it would have been a queen sweep. But as it stands,
I like how we have a term for it already.
Oh, yeah.
Queen sweep.
I stole that from Mythical Morning though,
Oh,
because whenever somebody wins 3 games in a row, they call it a queen sweep, and I was
Mhm.
like, oh, the terminology. We are to honorable mentions. I have a full 3.
I have 3.
Okay.
I'm going off of like what I remember though.
Would you like to start?
I would because I don't want to forget the one that I
That's
remembered
why I
while
was
we
saying,
were.
do you want to, like, you know?
And it's funny, I have mentioned this song on this podcast. It like came to me in a fever dream, and then I saw it on this list, and I was like, I get to put it in here.
I tried not to swallow directly into the mic.
It's not going.
Did you tap it?
I think so. Riot's here. Wow.
Hi, Riot.
Okay, let me see if I can get.
She likes it my way.
It's not working, and I don't want to show you the song. I'm just gonna click other things.
I feel like I've had a sneeze stuck in my nose all day.
It's like not even. It's like not loading the album artwork. It's like
Touched the cord. Is everything okay there?
no. It's just not like it's not playing on Spotify. Like it's not. There's
Nothing's
nothing's happening.
Well, that's disturbing.
Like what happened?
What happened?
Let me see if I can get the other song that I want to play.
Excuse me, ma'am. I don't live to pet you. I mean, I could, but I don't.
Can I close out of the app and then?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care what you do. Don't look at my notes, though.
I didn't. I
Okay.
just closed Spotify. This is fun. Is everyone having fun?
Riot likes it my way.
Okay.
Oh!
Coming at ya.
No, get down. I have vague memories of this.
They played it on the Disney Channel.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know any of the words. I just wanted to play. Wow, you are pulling it back so fast.
I want to make a note of what the song is.
Oh.
For future me. It's not to be rude. So this way I don't have to ask you 8 times what your honorable mentions were.
Yeah, I remember like another episode. I was just like, do you remember that song that went Cleopatra coming at ya? And they never sing that part again.
Oh, really?
No, this is the chorus. Because I'm pretty sure I thought that was the chorus, but it's just the top of the song. Go lay down. Literally go lay down. I'm ready for another honorable mention if you have one.
I was pulling it up.
Okay.
Cleopatra coming at ya.
Cleopatra coming at ya.
Hanging round downtown by myself, and I had so much time to sit and think about myself, and then there she was.
You don't know this?
Is this Sex and Candy?
Yeah.
It was so funny because I was with Kristen when you sent the honorable mentions to me, and I was like scrolling through them and telling her. She was like, I would definitely pick this song. Did you like the Maroon 5 cover?
I didn't know that existed.
It was on V5.
I probably didn't like it, and that's why I don't remember.
Marcy's Playground, Macy's Playground.
Yeah. Marcy Playground. I don't know if that was like the original version or not, but
That sounds
it's
like
good
it.
enough for me. Song slaps. Period. Period.
Period.
Period. Of course. So Into You by Tamia. Iconic. This is the only version.
The fabulous one doesn't matter
No.
because men should be dead.
Famously.
I just remember, I love this song, but I have a
I do
fond
too.
memory of me and Kirsten. We closed the wax center. I was locking the door, and I had been listening to this song nonstop for like a whole week. And then I was like, Kirsten, do you remember that song So Into You by Tamia? And she was, and I mean, you know Kirsten, she's a bit of a mess. So, and I just remember we were on the corner across the street from the Rite Aid in Squirrel Hill, and her just going, I'm so in you. And I like, it's like her and her red ass scrub, hair, wig a mess.
There's no one like you around. I really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it. I am so into you. I really like what you've done to me. I can't really explain it.
This is the best.
I'm so into you.
The way it changes.
So good. Excellent choice.
Thank you so much.
I definitely thought about it.
To me, that was the most important one to get out. I
That's
saw
fair.
it and I was like, this is happening.
I had a lot of choices this week.
I think the three that I came up with were the three that I knew. Like,
I was curious about that, but I'm glad that you had some touch points. I had to do it to them.
Yeah.
This song is so fucking good. This one fucking slaps.
rock your body right.
This part. Hey, yeah. Now.
I do love that. Oh my God, we're back again.
That's AJ.
It's just so, I love whenever people use oh my God in a song. It just hits really weird.
Am I original? Yeah.
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 Am I everything you need to better rock your body now? Everybody,
Yeah.
rock your body.
Yeah. Riot, stop.
Everybody, rock your body right. Backstreet's back. All right. Where'd they go? And why were they coming back?
I don't know.
Oh, so good. That music video holds up. It's like pretty good. Iconic
I
if you've
believe
never
you.
seen it. It's like all of them end up in this spooky house and then they're like all dressed as like spooky things.
Oh, I thought they were on a spaceship, but
That's larger than life.
Okay, at least I wasn't like completely
No,
off.
you're
I was
not.
like, there wasn't
You're
that
really
many-
not. It was literally larger than life. That's what you're thinking of.
Okay, I think this was the song that from this artist that was in this playlist.
It's fine if it wasn't.
Either way, we're gonna listen to it.
Okay, that works for me.
Was it this one?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it was.
Because I thought it was another one for a second. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it stopped. This was always my least favorite Spice. Like, not least favorite, but like not one of my favorite singles from them.
You just walk in, I make you smile. It's cool, but you don't even know me. You take an inch, I run a mile. Can't win, you're always right behind me. Holding on a chance to go with us some mother. Take or leave it, I just don't even bother. Caught in a craze, it's just a phase. Or will this be around forever? Don't you know it's going too fast? Racing so high, you know it won't last.
Don't you know? Why
Can't you see? So we go, baby, back. There you go. It's stop right now. Thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch.
in their coat,
Hey, you.
walking down that street.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta have some fun.
Do, 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 do.
My little
I
fucking
lo-
10-year-old ass loved
I
that song.
Love a filler moment. Do, 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 do.
Why not?
Always stay together.
Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba.
Stay this way forever.
Forever. So you're not going to know this song.
Okay.
But you're going to, well, okay. I don't think you'll know this song. If you don't know it, you need to know it because the song is fucking fierce.
Who's Janet?
Monifa.
I'm sorry, who?
Monifa.
Not to be confused with Monaca from
No. Or Monaca. No.
What? Who? I mean, what is she saying? What-
Freak.
Oh. It's like almost what it needs to be. Like some slight production changes would make it really sound modern.
I agree. But I fucking so good. This like scratches an itch that short like that is comparable to Short Dick Man.
Oh.
Don't weeny teeny weeny little short dick man.
Don't want.
It's so good. Like
Is that the same artist?
I don't think
Oh,
so,
okay.
no. But it just like fits
Yeah.
in the same genre. Obsessed.
Mhm.
Okay.
Bring us to the top.
To the top.
To the top.
Number 1, August 22nd, 1998. If I can get back to where I was. Perfect.
The boy is mine, the boy is mine, the boy is
Oh.
mine.
The boy is mine, the boy is mine.
That's so rude.
Why rude?
I feel like I got psyched out by the earlier Monaca play.
Right?
Yeah, Monaca.
Monaca play.
Monaca is a place in Pennsylvania.
It is a place, which is so weird that that's what came out of my mouth, considering. I have no dealings in Monaca.
Yeah, I was like, what would any of us do in Monaca?
Nothing.
We're gonna have like one listener from Monaca be like, "Hey, you sound so bad."
You know his name. I know his name.
I literally don't know most of the words to this song, except for the chorus.
You need to give it up. Had about enough. It's not hard to see the boy is mine. I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. He belongs to me. The boy is mine. Think it's time we got this straight. Sit and talk face to face.
Okay.
My favorite part is the riffing.
Oh, always.
Yeah.
See, I know that you may be just be jealous of me.
Okay. The Boy Is Mine by Brandy and Monica. I can't because I'll just.
I just love whenever, I don't know which one it is, but like, when will you get that picture?
Oh,
Like, there's something
so
very
good.
satisfying about that interruption into that part of the verse.
It was written by LaShawn Daniels, Fred Jerkins III, Rodney Dangerchild Jerkins, and Brandy. While production was helmed by Jerkins, Brandy, and Dallas Austin, it was released as the lead single from both singers' second albums from '98, Never Say Never by Brandy and The Boy Is Mine by Monica. So the song was
definitely
on
had-
both of their albums.
I definitely had the Brandy album of these.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't remember a damned song from it, though. I probably only listened to this one on the CD.
Samantha had, I believe, the single. Exclusively. Created as a solo track, Brandy originally recorded the song alone. After listening to the result, however, she and Jerkins thought it would work better as a duet, and an idea that was further inspired by Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson's 1982 hit duet, The Girl Is Mine. Have you ever heard that?
Mm-mm.
It's good.
Okay.
I
we don't often get like girl duets, women
No,
duets.
it doesn't really happen. And the one, the Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson duet is really interesting because later in life, Michael Jackson ended up owning much of the song rights to the Beatles. Like he outbid everybody and like got them all. And then Paul McCartney was like,
Can I have?
Can I have them? And Michael Jackson was like, hee hee, no. So
Oh, I'm gonna have a nightmare about him tonight.
at Brandy's request, her label Atlantic Records approached fellow R&B teen singer Monaca to collaborate with
I
her.
didn't say anything. Do up.
Occasionally, it gets stuck in my mouth. I don't know what to tell you. With the permission of Clive Davis,
Listen.
who headed Monica's record company, Arista Records. Monica eventually signed on to the project. The song received generally positive reviews from music critics and was the first #1 pop hit for both artists in the U.S. and internationally. The Boy Is Mine became the best-selling song of the year in the U.S., selling 2.6 million copies, and spent 13 weeks at the top of the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. It became the second song in the history of the chart to ascend directly to #1 from a previous position beneath the top 20 at number 23. Following the Beatles and the 27 #1 leap of their single Can't Buy Me Love. So, The Boy Is Mine was awarded the Grammy Award for Best R&B Vocal Performance by a Duo or Group and received nominations for both Record of the Year and Best R&B Song in '99. Brandy and Monica repeatedly denied the song reflected any actual rivalry between them. However, tabloids began writing the opposite. There were claims that Monica was upset when Brandy performed the song solo on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and Brandy was reportedly miffed when Monica opted to take the name of the duet for the title of her second album. Following reports that the pair came to blows during a rehearsal for a performance at the MTV Video Music Awards in September '98, talk of the rivalry became so loud that the singer's managers released a joint statement in which they called the press out for its disturbing behavior and called the ongoing negativity as totally unfair. As with The Boy Is Mine, Jerkins later claimed that both singers didn't get along during production and that he and Dexter Simmons remixed the track 7 times to keep everything even. In a 2012 interview, Monica spoke about her past relationship with Brandy. We were young. We could barely stay in the same room with each other. By no means was it jealousy or envy. She and I are polar opposites. And instead of embracing that, we used our differences as reasons not to be amongst each other.
They did verses.
That's exactly what I was just about to
Okay.
say. They did verses. So obviously they were okay enough.
This only all the things you said, tattoo. The only reason that all of that nonsense happened is because there was two women.
100%.
If two men wrote a song, well, two men did write a song. I bet there was no,
kerfluffle
yeah.
about that.
I mean, whether or not it's true, it's like they wouldn't have got out if it was two men.
No, not at all.
No, it wouldn't have been what it was.
I'm sure that, well, it's just like Britney and Christina.
Yeah, but also the funny thing is, like,
Fabricated.
how can like it's undeniable that Brandy wrote this song for herself, and then it was like she was brought in later. So it's not even like, not to say that Monica didn't do anything on it, but what I'm saying is, like, how could it be about a beef between the two of them when it was written without Monica
Right.
completely?
Correct.
Because I was about to say it's weird that Monica doesn't have a writing credit, but then you kind of answered my question saying like like Brandy wrote it for herself.
Right.
Yeah.
She simply didn't write it.
Right.
Excuse me. So I bopped this.
Oh, I bought this. The song's undeniable.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
Me and Sam would sing it at each other. One of us would take
Out
one
the
part.
window at night.
No. Literally, but
No.
like we would like
Mm-hmm.
perform it at each
Yeah.
other, and we would like pretend to fight. It was like very heated. We all knew like the
Hand.
spoken word parts. I can remember like we were in my mom's room, and she had this like big dresser with a big ass mirror on it, and like we
Mhm.
would like watch each other like go back and forth.
My mom still has a very similar sounding dresser.
Literally huge.
Yeah. So big. And it had like the you could turn the two outer
That's
sides.
exactly
yeah.
the kind of mirror I'm talking about, bitch. That is like exactly the
Yeah.
mirror I'm talking about.
There's something to be said about growing up in the 90s.
The aesthetic, the specificity of the interior decor.
But also like the fact that all that stuff was made out of like real wood.
Can you believe?
Yeah, I can't. I can't.
So prior to everything, Andrea would tease me and say that the most important thing they learned about me was that I deeply regret not having any of my childhood furniture. Because I do talk about the fact that I had really nice things and I really don't know what happened to any of it. You know what I mean? Because that shit lasted forever. Like, where is all that stuff, Kim?
I mean, my childhood, like the childhood furniture that I would get to bring with me was like not good. The only thing from my childhood bedroom is behind those doors, which you thought was just my closet, but is in fact the laundry room.
Oh, well, there you are.
Because remember when you were like, where are your clothes?
Yes,
They also are in the laundry room.
that's what I've gathered.
Yes, but there is a like a drawer, like a dresser in there too.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you.
But like my TV, like I had a big TV, like it well, it was for like a record player. It was like enormous, and I was like, this does not need to, because it was like for a record player from the 80s, not like even
Oh,
like
yeah.
not even like like it'd be one thing if it was like a 60s record player piece. It was like from the 80s, and I was like, this isn't shit.
My dad always had such nice stereo systems because like he was a big
Mhm.
music person, and I remember we had a CD player that held like a mind-boggling amount of CDs. Truly, like there were
Mhm.
just like these small slots, and like the carousel would come out and just like turn for you. Like it was so nice.
Wow. I'm like now, and I had a waterbed growing up, so
I love that for you.
as an adult, it's
Not a great idea. Also, I don't think that's famously good for your back.
no. I mean, I had my waterbed until I got that bed. So
You had it that whole time?
Yeah.
My aunt actually had a waterbed, and I thought it was so hilarious. Anytime I went and visited, I was like
had a
on that bed.
queen-sized waterbed.
Wow. Iconic.
It took up. I couldn't move it. Like, you know how when you like want to rearrange your room as a kid,
I rearranged my room all the time.
I could not. There was only so many things I could do because there was like a desk for my computer, desktop. Famously, still using a desktop. I like them better.
I still have dreams about having my childhood desktop, like having it and it working.
Yeah.
I have such fond memories.
And then the dresser that's in there, and then like the thing I put my TV on.
See, I love that. That's nice. I wish I still had that stuff. At least something, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, like, but you might just have had better furniture than me. I mean, like,
Maybe.
more worthwhile furniture, because I feel like a lot of mine was pretty bulky and useless at this point.
Yeah, you're probably,
Yeah.
what you're saying is probably more accurate. But, you know, I like to be bitter. So,
I just remember none of my drawers ever working.
mine all closed.
There
From
was
what I
one
can
drawer that
recall.
I was like,
Oh, yeah. Always. Always that one.
and we had one of those hideaway desks. I don't know what else to call them, but had they like the slats that you would go. Anyway,
Wow. Very cool.
I just had a flashback to a dream I had as a child that was fairy telling that involved.
Well,
It's time to go.
we hope you love this.
Yeah, you deserve this.
You deserve this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Red collar.